everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brie.
And I'm Tori.
Today we are going to be starting the Dreamcatcher Nightmare series. We are going to be starting with the music videos. I know there's like the album and everything. Are you running? Where are you going?
Me.
Oh my goodness. Okay. She's going to let me know about some of these before we start because it really throws me off.
I don't even know.
That's true. That is very, very true. So with that being said, we are going to be starting from the very beginning, which is Chase Me. We've got Chase Me, Good Night, and
Fly High.
Fly High. So those are the three we're going to be doing. We are splitting it into two parts because there are about 6 to 7 videos, and that's...
At least. I'm not sure if we're going to do the 4 videos next one, or if we're going to break it up some different way or what. We are doing these 3 today for now. Yes.
So we have been super excited to get into the series pretty much since we ever first heard about it when we started getting into Dreamcatcher, because you guys seem to absolutely love the series and like just seem super excited for us to see it. So of course that makes us super excited.
And also we didn't plan this, but you guys let us know that their anniversary is the 13th, and we are starting this with their debut as well. So it kind of like lined up perfectly, which is very strange, but also that's pretty cool.
We looked it up, and so I saw that they debuted as Dreamcatcher with the album Nightmare, and of course the title track, which would be Chase Me. So that just happened to work perfectly.
The timing was great on our end.
This video should be releasing for us. It will be January 12th, but for the other side of the world, it will be January 13th. So that's just kind of perfect. So first of all, happy anniversary to Dreamcatcher, because that's amazing. Or debut anniversary, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, without just explaining too much of how this is going to go, we are going to watch each video 2 times. The first time we will try not to pause, but if there's something that just needs to be stopped and discussed or is too much, we might, but we will mainly be using the second watch for lyrics reading. We're going to ignore them the first time, and actually pausing and maybe going back and seeing what we can catch, because we'd like to try and get pieces. So pause warning, if pausing is not your thing, we totally understand, but that is something that will be happening at least during one of the watches that we do. So, and then the other thing I would like to add is that we might miss some stuff. We're going to try our best. So if we do miss something, please let us know, but we will be trying our best to get what we can.
So with it being called the Nightmare series and then being called Dreamcatcher, that's kind of cool. So that's why I'm kind of really excited about, because isn't that what Dreamcatchers are for? Wasn't it supposed to like capture
the nightmares and send out the good dreams?
I believe so.
Or that's what we were always told kind of growing up. But I'm interested. We've got Chase Me and then Good Night. Again, dreams, nightmares, things like that. And then Fly High. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you guys so much for being here. Very excited to get into these songs. So let's go ahead and start with Chase Me.
The sappy little fella.
Happy face. I know this is about to be visually attacking. Ooh.
Ooh.
What does that remind me of? Oh, here it comes.
Guitar. Ooh. Are they in Rogue?
Those vocals.
Hypnotizing? Oh. It's Stephen King's
Oh, that piano.
with the hotel, my brain. Ooh, the seance.
Oh, you're stuck.
Poltergeist. Oh.
I'm sorry, those backing vocals are something else.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, he's seeing the things that, these are the things that happened without them there. Like they were on camera.
The guitar got so simple.
Shining. Let the axe open that door. Yeah. Hey, I think your room in the hotel is haunted. Okay, we're seeing them as they used to be. I don't like him.
You.
I don't like him. He's the one. He's the evil one.
What did you do?
Kind of looked like he had to sneeze, honestly.
I'm not saying bless you.
Was it The Shining? It was The Shining, right?
I think
he was like, "Here's Johnny." When he axed the door open, and they had all the scenes, the iconic scenes with them, like little girls holding the hands, and they
holding the dolls.
Yeah,
at the end of the hallway in the hotel.
The door was red, which I thought was a nice touch. It seemed to like he was there to like capture it on camera, and so we were seeing what they were doing while we could see them, but it was playing it back later on without them in the scenes with the same things happening. So it just looked like it was like paranormal activity type, like the poltergeist movements and things like that, and the door getting locked. But to me, he gave me like it almost. I'm so curious. I hope this like kind of follows a path, because it looked at the end, it seemed like that was them before any of this happened.
Yeah.
Right. And so what happened in this room or in this hotel? Why is he a part of it? Where does he come into play?
And we might end up on a cliffhanger today because we're not finishing all the videos in one video. So we might end up not getting the answer to all of our questions. But I do hope like the next couple videos kind of show a little bit of what's happening there. I want to point out a couple of different things with this song as well when we go back through it the second time. Just some things that I was hearing that I thought were really cool. And for them to debut with this song, I can only imagine the ripple that it created, because it's very Dreamcatcher. But for this to be what came out before we all knew them as Dreamcatcher, I'm sure it created a bit of discussion of like how unique it is. I absolutely loved like the guitar and the riffs and everything that was happening. So I want to talk a little bit more about that. Just because they've always been just like so unique in what they've done. And I love that we started that way.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of just point out some of those things, but also of course the video, because I felt very much like with the hypnosis with them coming through and like creating this nightmare. He'd wake up and check his eyes and he's like, "Oh no, I'm okay." But they're like ripping out the eyes of the teddy bear and his disappear. So it was just very much nightmarish things that are happening. But
with the way he was acting
at the end, I'm like, what did you do to deserve this? I don't know.
I hope we find out.
How did you upset them? Because I'm on their side.
How did they end up like this in the first place?
Also, Kayan looked particularly sinister in several of the scenes. The way she was just doing her cheeky little smile of like, yes, I'm here to mess everything up.
I think my favorite was the floor chest pop.
Oh yeah, that was okay. So let's watch it a second time, read the lyrics, and be able to kind of pause a little more to see if we can get any of these other scenes.
Get that happy little fella again. Like he came in ready. And I was seeing some of these paintings and stuff, like the same paintings elsewhere. Like in this, I don't know if they were in this room or what, but. Do it. Wait, hold on. He had a picture of them to begin with. Like he had their case file or something.
This chorus feels like an epic opening song, and considering this was like their title track debut, it just feels so very much like, hello, I'm here. I'm ready for you to see who I am and to want to know more about me.
I go back because I feel like for me, when I watch that MV for the first time, I typically am locked into what the visuals are showing me and I don't hear the song as much.
And I'm opposite.
So when I am like, we're watching it back, then I almost can like properly hear what's happening because I'll hear some of it, but not like everything. So if I seem to be like, oh my gosh, it's because I was not that I wasn't paying attention. It's just wasn't hitting me. Like, you know, can't do two things
into pieces. Yeah.
Can't do two things at once.
Oh, let me do that.
Oh, I love that.
These vocals, yes. Get him.
Just like the light was.
Like her rhythm.
Seven little presents every day.
With the beats that they're hitting, I'm not sure if they're hi-hats or what exact instrument they're using, but I like how everyone that hits on the beat, it gets higher pitched until you can't even like almost hear it anymore. And I want to go back and listen to Dami again.
I get the sense that they were talking about like, I don't want to be boring, I don't want to have the same, like, it's just like,
don't
it's almost
fit
like
me into a box.
Yeah, I like that. What is a good kid?
Yep.
Yeah.
I love her face right there. Oh, the grit.
This is the way I am.
I love how they simplified it here. Oh, I love the beat change. Like a stutter.
Like, sir, maybe that you don't want you back in the room. Respect our boundaries. What were they doing back then? The color changed. I didn't realize. It's almost like, did he go back and... Wait, the room didn't look like that before, did it? Or was... Okay, hold on.
The old film effects are really cool.
I don't like his smirk. I don't know yet, but I just don't like it. Okay, hold on. In the very beginning, what room did he enter? Did he enter 808?
He enters 808. I don't know why at some point they were like touching the room labels, room numbers.
We're sure he enters 8. He actually goes in the room, right? I'm just... Stop that. Do it without the volume, so... I couldn't tell. I couldn't remember. It felt...
Yeah, he goes in 808.
Does he? Because it seemed like it was their room. And it's either that it changed. See, he can't open the door. That was like the room that they were grasping for. I don't know if he ever enters it until he gets the axe out and axes it at the end to get into it. And that's why the room was like their room and it had all their pictures in it. So whatever they were doing... So I can't tell if this is 808 or not, but this is a totally different room than the one he just entered at the end. It didn't show us what number he went into.
Oh, pretty.
So that's interesting, because if that was their room, he was trying to get into it. He finally managed to get into it towards the end of and it had all of their stuff in it. He had all their stuff in his briefcase. It's almost like he
watch
came
him
prepared.
be like the hero out of all this thing. But I'm like, I'm not getting good vibes.
Then I'm on the villain's side. But it looked like there were scenes.
Or we never see him again.
The scenes in here, like where they were having either doing like a seance or doing some sort of something where they were sitting around with the candles, and that was in the past before any of this was happening. And so I don't know what they're like, almost like when they got up and were doing the pillow fight and stuff like that. So I'm kind of curious, like what they were doing that led them to this, to whatever happened to where they are now, and then why this guy has come in to like either find out
the
or
door.
What. Rude.
Excuse me.
Yeah, because they were just. Not whether you're touching that. Anyway, that was interesting. I'm ready for the next one.
I really enjoyed the effects of it. I feel like they did it so well, and just like the whole theme of like the nightmare, the kind of paranormal aspects to it, just the haunting aspects of it. He's very much haunted by these women for whatever reason.
He came up into their space.
But I like how they did it. They just made it feel like the girls felt so cheeky with it, and just very much like, I knocked over your books. And Kion with her like tongue out at one point, excuse me, madam. But also like the lyrics of the song as well felt very much so like we talked about, like not wanting to be fit into a box and like chase me or like follow me into this really exciting journey that we're about to go on, but I'm not going to conform. I'm going to do what I want to do and make things exciting and thrilling and new. I'm going to like maybe take a bite of that poisonous apple and see what I can explore. And I really love that for the beginning of their journey as Dreamcatcher.
The subtitle specifically said like the word frame, which I thought was nice because there were so many different like framed pictures in this as well. But yeah.
Okay. So now we have
take it off of me real quick.
Oh, we need to hear that. Good night. So again, watching this 2 times. Oh, we're literally
jumping right in where we stopped.
Do we already do this? I'm paranoid.
No.
I know, but I have to make sure I'm seeing them in 1080. Okay.
Recap. All right, now we've come into this room.
Somebody help me. What time is that? I'm bad at telling time.
It's nighttime.
Okay, thank you. Ooh, interesting. Like artifacts. 6? Or is it?
Go play the
11.
play. Oh, it's him. Ooh. Oh no. This sounds... Oh.
Oh, that's nasty. These outfits.
This guy is like up to no good. He's got all kind of paraphernalia and stuff.
Layered vocals again.
Run. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Stop. That was their eyes everywhere. Oh.
Ooh, that drum back there.
Oh. It's Blair Witch. Huh? Oh, they stole it.
This bridge.
Fight back. Yes. It's like a doll. Ooh, the Dreamcatcher. Oh. They trapped him. Or did they trap him?
It's almost like it's...
They flipped it. You're trapped now. Wait, was that it? It seems so short. I want this cloak.
I want everything they wear.
Uh-oh. That's better off there anyway.
No.
So that almost gave me more of like, they're on two different planes. They're on this one. They're on this one. I can't tell if he trapped them or if they're just in this mirrored version where they're trying to stop him. He seemed more like an evil warlock in this one, didn't he? Like he had like all these books and all these things. He's trying to get something accomplished, whether they're in the good dream and he's the nightmare. What it is that's like, you know. But it seemed like they were fighting back, which might have been what they were doing in the first one as well.
Well, they were definitely.
Well, I mean,
messing with him and trying to. But at least pay him back for what he'd done.
Whatever they were doing in like their little like circle thing they were able to grab whatever book he was using to do evil things.
Which is similar to Chase Me. They had that same sort of circle that they were in.
And then it seemed like they trapped him wherever they were and they flipped spots almost.
I hope that's what it was because that gave me a tremendous amount of joy.
Either that or they took the book and he couldn't get him from and that's why he was mad. But it seemed like they did it to where wherever he is trapped. I liked the Dreamcatcher, like
it's like the calling card, like just leaving that behind. Hello.
I mean, if it's a battle between like good dreams and nightmares, maybe that was kind of like a.
What was interesting to me was Dreamcatcher, like their outfit specifically, like you mentioned, I was thinking the same thing. They look like dolls, and
the way she was positioned,
and not even just that, but the other outfits look like doll outfits to me. Like they just look, they're very bright, very like perfectly cut and just frilly, and so they look very like doll-esque in those. And then they've got the gold outfits and they've got the dark ones with the capes, so it's not like they're the good side all the time. There's a lot going on, a lot of layers here.
Also, the music in a couple places, like at the very end, it was almost like doll or like wind box music. The you know what I'm talking about? That's kind of, I was getting that vibe from it as well.
I, once again, really enjoyed the song, like the production of the song. I just feel like, especially with the videos when they're trying to tell whatever story, even if it's through the lyrics or through the visuals, that they do a wonderful job of like amping it up at those moments or knowing when to like break it down for the bridge, or you just hear consistent layered vocals. I love the way that they do it. So let's go ahead and read the lyrics and then kind of break down some of these scenes.
Maybe. It is interesting they're all in white and he's in black there as well. It's almost like he's remembering. It was weird how that, it's almost like it...
I like how they took that melody and then added the guitar.
There's the Dreamcatcher right there. I didn't even see it the first time. Hey.
I like the flipping back and forth between like the like mounted animal head on the wall versus her in the mirror. It seems like a reflection of just this, I'm putting this on my wall to like glorify it basically. And it's like, I wonder if he knows that they're trapped in this place and he's like, look, it's another one of my prized possessions.
You know, one thing is because of the way that the beginning is framed, it almost makes me wonder what the actual timeline is on this. Does this actually come first? Because it almost seems like we were seeing either what has happened or what is going to happen, and then it like rewound to this, and it's almost like, is he going after them now because this happened from the first one type of
or
thing?
They're going after him because whatever he did during the... This is just so interesting. They're so cool in how they do their stuff. Harmony.
I love that. Okay. Run. Very own dog. They were doing. Okay. Oh, it's creepy.
I just creatively, yes, it's creepy, but I love how they did it, how we mirror these pages of the book. They just, it's done like so well.
He's trapped them in a nightmare of an endless nightmares. And that's kind of how they said it in the lyrics as well. And it's like every time he's showing these pages and it's what's happening to them, almost like he's made them, like trapped them in these, like, it does seem like a nightmare wherever they are.
Yeah. He looks way too happy reading that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I am. Oh, did you hear that? The vocal in the back, it like distorted dark vocal underneath her.
This one. Still there.
The eyes and the I love that scene. Hey. Hey.
Everywhere.
You're being watched.
Are they in that room?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Whoa, that is Inception. It is throwing me off.
There was a scene before that it was mirrored like that too. I almost pointed it out, but then we were talking about the deep voice underneath the vocals and I got distracted.
Whoa. Okay.
They're in that room, aren't they? Like,
poor thing. I think he really thinks he's alone. You can tell how frustrated they are.
Smirk. They're done with it. They're tired of being the dolls. creepy. Tear it up. Stay trapped like this. Yes.
I'm gonna watch the ending scene, but I just want to point out the wall is just so interesting. Everything that's on here, it's got their pictures and just all of these diagrams and no.
Stay in there.
Heard music right there.
Hear the clock.
Interesting.
Got our tiki torches.
I don't like that. Someone can pick that up.
This world still seems very distorted and nightmarish though.
My thing with this one though is that in whatever world this was, they were being consistently chased in those outfits, and then they set up those the talismans and they hung them from the trees and ended up, it almost feels like turning the tables to where now they're the ones wearing the cloaks and they're the ones on the side of the nightmare instead of being chased by the nightmare. So
well, that was fun.
Oh. Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, the lyrics very much so just very much talking about how whatever situation they're talking about, you are going to be stuck, and it doesn't always sound like the best situation. They talk about it being like needing to beg right here, being an endless nightmare, being a trap to being a perfect little doll.
The doll.
And you can't leave. Even if you ask to leave, you are stuck here. And so I found the lyrics just almost very dark, but very compelling.
It's amazing to me how much I feel like we picked up on the song just from not even reading the lyrics to it.
Oh, that's
just because with the choreo and how they portrayed it in the MV, I felt like you were kind of getting the sense of what was sort of being said.
It felt very hypnotic.
It did.
Just stop. No. You're here with me. But yeah, you're right that they did it so well to you could, without even reading the lyrics, it's just, I feel like you could get a sense of what's going on. So for the last one today, we have Fly High.
Fly High. The thumbnail looks this is a total different vibe.
Oh, gorgeous.
We're all in white here. This is completely different.
Very different colors.
Just from the first scene.
All right, let's watch it first time.
Oh. Oh, whoa.
Oh, these outfits so far seem to have a very big theme.
They look... Oh.
The subtle beat.
Oh, hello? What'd you see?
It's me. Ooh, that was beautiful.
What'd she get?
I'm gonna have to go back.
I'm so sorry. Are you good?
Horrible fear of spiders.
Okay, so right off the bat, this one already seems so much... I'm getting a sense of they seem a lot more, the color's completely different. They seem a lot more alive in this one.
They did until it distorted the camera for a second, and then she picked up a spider.
But it almost seems like there's this underlying darker sense to them.
I'm gonna go ahead and restart it and try not to pause.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, I was thrown off by the spider.
Whew. But she's also here with these things that are alive with the butterflies. And then she's... And
the bear?
I feel like we've gotten a lot of scene references and things to like horror movies. And
I love this intro. I'll pick it up.
She's gonna pick it up. She almost seemed like she was in a trance. Time?
I love that run. Ooh.
Piano. Oh, there's the antler. Okay, we're seeing a lot of scenes. Don't.
What are you doing?
This is like the start of everything. What are we studying?
Etiquette.
Oh. Mirror.
The Dreamcatcher.
We're in this room again.
Stop doing that to me.
She saw herself. Oh.
Gorgeous.
Oh.
Not good. Oh, what a change.
It's pretty. Okay, we're repeating. Oh, she's burning it? Running.
Okay.
Nope, it's gonna close. She's gonna shut it.
Oh, those rock vocals, though.
Yep.
Stop it.
Oh, okay. This is the beginning.
That sped up was really funny.
I was staring up like I swear I've seen some of these scenes before and I'm just not like hip enough to like say, oh, that's from that. It's what it look. They look. I don't know.
I saw The Shining again for sure. I'm sorry. The little scene at the end.
They sped up.
They had like I don't know which member it was that did like a spin and it went.
Just like a little top. So this to me very much seems like the beginning of everything. Like we got like the middle, the somewhere, and this almost showed us like where they started, and it was like almost like I don't know why they were living here together, but like it looks lovely. But it was almost like there was a darkness.
There was, and that was what was so interesting to me is that we had all of these beautiful rooms and everything, but every now and then you'd find something like at some point, I remember which member it was throwing a paper airplane, but the paper airplane was black. Or they're playing on this beautiful piano and then there's something black draped on it. And so kind of nodding at those darker themes that we were thinking would end up popping up, which they definitely did.
And then we were seeing scenes from the other music videos, almost kind of like this is your future type, this like showing in like where we are, like where we started and like where we are now. Because then it showed them at one point, like with the cloaks on at the very end and they seemed like they were happy about it. It's almost like they were dabbling into some sort of something dark and they liked it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if at some point somebody ended up hold of them and then they took the power from it or what. Right. Like they embraced the nightmare.
it took a hold of them, or they ended up embracing it, and then whoever that individual was from the 2 previous videos ended up messing with things he shouldn't have, and so they tried to take it back because it was taken from them, and like instead of them having power over it, they were the ones being chased and they wanted it back.
He could have just been an interloper altogether, and they were like, "What are you doing?
Excuse me, that's ours." But I want to watch this because I had an idea about what one of the members might have been doing, but I could have just been reading too far into things. But I definitely want to read these lyrics because I heard that last one right there at the end about the nightmare specifically, and that was an incredible way to end that song.
So there was a lot of repeating in this one. Almost like it was going around, and like I was almost like, where's it going to end up? Because it was like, well, at some point something's going to change, and it did. I felt like, and then there was that one part where, and I forgot who it was too, because my eyes were just going like this. She was playing the piano and she was in white, and then she looked back and she saw herself in black. So it's almost like there's that contrasting good versus evil.
I feel like anytime we had something good in here, it was later like the bubble was burst, like starting with the butterflies, and at the end they go away.
Went bye-bye.
Or like with the spider.
It went bye-bye
saw the magnifying glass with the smoke. That was just...
And then they disintegrated. They Thanos snapped butterflies right out of existence.
It felt very much like they were each being kind of led towards this darkness in one way or the other. So I'm very curious to read the lyrics and like looking a little bit more into it.
Tommy like reading into the book in the library and just looking like extremely,
It's so cool.
Which looked like the room that they were doing like the seances or whatever it was they were doing in there. The other music videos.
I want to go here.
Also, all 3 music videos they have these choreo bits where they have 2 different outfits that they cut in between.
I love it. I just love the starting pose.
Look at this.
I love that one.
Also, we didn't even mention you like shutting the door at the end. Please, she's like, I ain't trying to escape.
We thought, oh gosh, it's gonna close on her. She was like, ha.
Let me further that along.
Got my eye on Shion a lot. Has no right to feel as upbeat.
Straight from the path.
I don't even see it.
But she seems like she's in a trance. Yeah, she said time. She looks so proud.
And then we've got the fog.
Yeah.
7 lights.
7 again, yeah. Turn the light out. Ooh. It's almost like...
Which member is that with that on her hand? Because she's the one who grabs Kion and basically fully takes her in because she's trying to fight it.
Yeah.
I wasn't reading the lyrics right there because I was trying to pay attention to their hands.
Wait, who's turning off the light?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
He's got the blue nightgown on. Lady in white.
We see her again later too. Hello.
There's shoes on the stair. And they're in slippers. She's got shoes all down the stairs.
That's where they gotta store. There's a lot of them. They have to store their clothes.
It's like she's teaching them.
Being pulled in by something very tempting.
That's contact.
Stop doing that! Why does she keep doing that in my ears?
You see the like leaves blowing?
I just hear her in my ears.
Okay.
There she is again. God, the look on her face changes too. It's like they go from this like very bright and happy to just a completely different demeanor. What are you doing? I don't. The look in her eyes. She keeps taking Gaia. Is it not Gaia? Who is it? They won't stop moving so fast. I just want to know who's here.
It's Sua and...
Okay, thank you. It went by so fast I couldn't quite keep up with who was in which account. Even like the little sparkles, the twinkles.
Oh, she was hiding it. She's... Oh! The part where she drags it away. So she can do that.
Just kidding.
It looks like every time they approach, like...
Yes.
Like a place where it's open and free, they always turn around and look back.
I swear Shion to me looks like the first to go, and then Sua, and then we grab like Gaion, and then everybody starts
We
to
just start
like,
grabbing
completely,
each member.
and then Yuyeon at some point she just
Handong.
okay. Handong at some point too, yeah. It's like we all just kind of Handong with the that was brutal.
So I didn't realize. Okay, so it wasn't that it was repeating the scene; it was just showing us what happened after the scene,
Yes.
and that's why it was showing it to
or
us
a
again.
different side of it, yeah. I'm kind of speechless, I think. I
want to see them spin again.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I wonder why she just...
I just love it.
And the formation as well.
Oh my goodness.
It's a pretty start to it, though.
I feel very connected with the lyrics from Chase Me to Goodnight to Fly High, very much like chase me, follow me on this journey, and then Goodnight, basically you're stuck, you can't go anywhere. I got you, and you can't go anywhere. And then similar with Fly High, it was just kind of like, I know I took it off the screen, but a lot of like, I'll quietly hide inside and take you away. Just like, let's get started. You're not going anywhere. And that could be their dream. Like they said, they're trapped in the dream. So they might be talking the dream as like, I can do what I need to make sure I hold on to this. And knowing everything that they say, it's like they know that there's this darker side to it. The thorny rose, the like, everything has this darker side that they recognize. We mentioned the apple in the other song with thorny rose, in this one, the mirror with the rainbow, like the dark mirror with the rainbow on the other side. So like everything has these two sides. There is pain that comes with the beauty, but
it's almost like an Eden thing. It's like they took a bite of that whatever poisoned apple, or whatever, not poison, whatever like apple of temptation happened, and now it's almost like we're getting the dark side of things as well, and it's kind of transitioned into that, because that's kind of what this music video gave me, was just almost like the curiosity became this other thing.
So my question is, after watching Fly High, did we move into a haunted house?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Just wondering, did we move into a haunted house, start messing around with some of the relics laying around, and then ended up starting something that we weren't prepared for?
I don't know if it's as straightforward as that, but they've done such a good, like, I mean, maybe. But they've done such a good way of, like, framing the shots and using so much inspiration, I think, from, like, a lot of, like, like movies and things. So it's kind of like that's what it gives me. Like that gives you that vibe, because this one kind of gave back the haunted vibes that the first Chase Me gave. The second one gave me more of like a fantasy, like warlock, like witchy type vibe. It's very interesting.
I very much like the theme, which I could be interpreting it wrong, but I think that's what's kind of cool about music is the interpretation aspect. Is I feel very much like, regardless of what we're seeing in the visuals, that we're kind of telling the story of, like you said, curiosity, finding something that's interesting to you or intriguing to you. It's calling out to you, and then it slowly starts to suck you into where you're kind of like overcome with it and overwhelmed by it, and then something or someone comes to try and take that from you or change things up, and you don't want that to happen. You want to take it back. You want to make sure you stay in the place that you've created. And so I could be like completely missing that. I know also we're not done with the series. This is just the first 3 music videos. So there could be so much more to this story here.
So if you guys want to give us any pointers on what we've seen so far, like if we missed something in these 3, please let us know. Try not to spoil us for what's to come. Because we would like to experience, like, just to see if we can actually catch on to anything. Because that's like some of the fun that's one reason why we like to do this. Yeah,
the whole point of this series. Let us be a little lost if we're lost.
But if we are missing key points to these three that we have missed, please let us know. And I'm sure we have.
I also am really curious what your favorite song just out of these 3. Maybe you don't have one. You could be like, I love all of them, or maybe they're not your vibe, or you just have a specific one you can't ever stop replaying. I am very curious to know what you guys feel with these songs.
I feel like all 3 of these songs really complemented each other.
I agree.
I feel like they weren't like the same, but they were all kind of similar as well. If that makes sense. I agree.
Yes. I felt very much the same, and maybe that's because we were telling this cohesive story, which they've done before so well. So
also the lyrics I felt went really well with what was happening in the music video. So bravo to that, because that's always fun when that happens.
Well, is there anything else that you want to add? Anything else you want to say about the beautiful vocals, the beautiful visuals, the beautiful cinematography, all the things?
No, it was fun.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, this was definitely worth the wait, but I'm so glad that we were finally able to get to it. So thank you for being patient and making sure that we had all of the information ready to get started. Like we said, please don't spoil us on how this is going to like wrap up, if it even wraps up like in a complete way, but how we did on these 3 specifically. So thank you guys so much for watching this with us. We love you so much, and we will see you in the next one.